ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know what's...
Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tiffany Louann and I am now posting for the first time in God knows how long. This video was inspired by something that's been really popular lately, probably since the pandemic, because I've been seeing it around TikTok, YouTube, and all of these other platforms that you can upload content to. And that is the Kindle, the Amazon Kindle. Since the beginning of my channel, which was back in 2016, yes, it was May of 2016, is when I started posting these videos. My channel was kind of like part booktube as well. Like I had some, like I was putting up book related videos. If you are a newer subscriber, you may not know, I was like part booktube as well. If you do not know, I do like books. I'm a reader. Take me to Barnes & Noble and I will be happy. I also use the Amazon Kindle, and I would be lying if I said that I've never bought something from Amazon. Like, I am an Amazon lover, Amazon fiend, but this video is going to be kind of like sharing my history with eBooks. Like I said on TikTok, well, I will sometimes search about it when I want to watch stuff about the Kindle, and I also watch on YouTube, but on like TikTok it like also shows up in my feed, which I do have a TikTok, so if you want to go and follow me there, that would be amazing. You can go and follow me. I do have some Kindle stuff. Like, I don't talk about the Kindle, but I do show it in my TikToks. So if you want to go and check them out, I can link my TikTok in the description, or from the screenshot you can find my username and add me that way. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. Let's go! So I want to start off with kind of like my early life and kind of like work my way up to like present day, pretty much. So back when I was younger, like elementary school days, I never liked books. I know it's kind of sad, but I never liked reading. Like, I never saw the joy in books. Now, my aunt is a long-time reader, so shout out to my Aunt Cindy. I love you, Aunt Cindy. You're amazing. She was even upset that I didn't like books. Like, the minimum I would read would be what I had to, which was like one chapter a night for like homework. Sometimes I would think about it, like, since, you know, I was a 2000s kid, in the 2000s, electronics weren't really that big. I mean, there were some, but it wasn't like it is today. But back then, there were definitely such thing as e-readers. Now, I, didn't have one back then, but I pretty much told my mom, like, maybe if, like, I get one, maybe that would help me spark this love of reading. And of course my mom said bullcrap, so I didn't get one then. But like my aunt had them. She had the Nook, which is kind of like how I first got known about e-readers. She had a few. She had one that like just the bottom like little section of like the Nook was a touch screen. I wouldn't read on it, but when she came down, I would, play with that. I wouldn't lose her spot in her book, but like I would just, play with it because it was a, digital device. So of course I wanted to touch it. And then I think she also had one. If she finds this video, Aunt Cindy, comment if I'm right, or like text me if I'm right. But I think she also had like one of those like smaller Nook things. It was like it kind of had. It was like small and had like the end for like the button. I can put up a photo, but I can't describe it. It's harder to, but like it it was like a rounded kind of like rectangle sort of thing. Then came middle school. So middle school, well for me, I know that it was different for people around the globe, but for me, middle school was 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. 7th grade, I wanted the iPad 2 because I think that was like the newest one that was out at that time. But the thing is, I never got it. I asked for it for Christmas and I never got it. Maybe because it was too expensive, because Apple. Instead, I received an Android tablet. It ran like an older version of Android. And that tablet was this guy right here. This little device is pretty old. It even had like a built-in stylus. I don't know where it went, but it was in here. And this is the Pan Digital tablet. Couldn't even download apps on it. Like, we tried, couldn't do it. So kind of like a little workaround I did was I would kind of like save bookmarks from like the internet, like the add to home screen from the internet, and that's how I got apps. But yes, this is the device that I literally started reading ebooks with. And on here was the Nook app, because like I said, that's pretty much all I knew about. I think Kindles were a thing back then. I think Kindles came out to 2007, I think maybe. I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah, so this I got in 2011 for Christmas. Yeah, it's now 2022 when this video is being filmed, but yeah. So on here was again the Nook app, which if you don't know, because Kindles are so popular that I don't know if Nook is even like known to people. But if you don't know, Nook is like the e-reader of Barnes & Noble. Of course, I didn't read much on here, but the book that I did read on here was Princess Callie and the Totally Amazing Talking Tiara. I know that is a long title. It's by Daisy Piper. And that was my favorite book for a while, actually, like for a long time. And then came high school, which for me is 9, 10, 11th, and 12th grade. Freshman year, I still didn't like books. Sophomore year, I still didn't. But the summer after sophomore year, before junior year, is when this all changed. I think it was that summer too. Me and my aunt, when my aunt came down, because she lived in a different, or she lives in a different state than I do, so she doesn't come down that much because she doesn't live that close to me. But we went to a festival that my local park has every year. And there they have like tents set up for like different things that you can do. But one had books that you could like take home. And from that book section, I brought home 2 books. One was called My Little Phony by Lissy Harrison. It was part of like the Click series. And then another one, I can't remember what it was called, but I think it was called Bratfest at Tiffany's, I think it was maybe, by Lissy Harrison. But I brought home these 2 books. And one day I decided that I was gonna read a book. And so I picked My Little Phony by Lissy Harrison. And I was reading it, and after each chapter, I was like, this is fun. I like this. And so since then, I became a reader. Then Christmas started to roll around in 2015, and my family knew that I started to like books, right? So somehow word got around, and my mom's boyfriend had gifted me this. This is the base model Kindle. I think it's I want to say 7th generation. It's the base one from 2015. Like, it's not the Paperwhite. It's just the, like, base Kindle. It doesn't have a backlight, which I know Kindles now, like, the base model does now, but this does not. So this was like my first like Kindle. I didn't ask for it, but like I didn't hate it. So like as you see here, it's got it like not engraved, but like the whole like bezel is like matte, but the Kindle logo is like shiny, so it stands out. And the first book I read on this was called Finding Paris by Joy Preble. Then that became my favorite book. I also have this case. This is like the only case that I have. I think my mom's boyfriend also got this for me, but it's okay. I don't know what brand it is. Does it say the brand? Oh, it's by Solo. Can you see it? Yeah, and like you like attach the Kindle like on these things here, and like you put it in there like that. And then 2021 rolls around and Prime Day starts to roll around. Now, if you don't know what Prime Day is, it's where Amazon for 2 days will have certain things on sale, and one of those things that were on sale is the next one that I'm going to show you. Well, I had bought something on one of those days, because I'm an Amazon fanatic, and again, I would be lying if I said I have never bought something from there, and I just wanted to celebrate Prime Day because Amazon. And so I had picked up the Kindle Oasis. Now this is my case. It has my stickers all over it. The stickers that I have made with my Cricut, which some are on sale on my website. Shameless self promo. Yeah, this is the Kindle. Now this has a backlight, which is amazing. I mean, with this, I didn't have a choice because it was like a gift, so like I didn't have a choice. But this, if you are thinking about getting a new Kindle and you have the budget, let me introduce you to the Kindle Oasis. I love like reading it at night before bed. It is amazing. And so the first book that I had read on here was After We Collided by Anna Todd. It is, I think, the second book in the After series. Then I read a book. If you have not read Melissa Teresi's books, you, my friend, are missing out, because I read Naked on this thing, like her book called Naked, and let me tell you, it was amazing. I loved it, and I cannot shut up about it. I cannot. I have a book recommendation for if you use Kindle and KU. You don't have to have it, but it is on there. And that book is called Naked. So when I'm like scrolling on Facebook and I see like a post about like, oh, what book should I read next? I go to Naked because it's great. But yeah, now I'm reading the Stepmother by her. I'm on chapter 33 of 35, but I can, if you want me to do a video about my Kindle, just let me know in the comments below so that I can do that for you guys, because I can do that. Again, if you are thinking about getting a Kindle and you have the budget, because this is a bit more pricey than like the Kindle or like the Paperwhite, I would suggest this. Now, yes, the screen might not be in the middle of it, but when you're reading, you really don't care. Like, if you're into the book so much, you really don't care. But this Kindle is amazing. I take it to work with me. Yeah, it's great. So, and Mom, I know you are watching this. Try it, please. Yeah, if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you liked it, that would be awesome. And if you like my content and want to see my face in your subscription box, then hit the subscribe button. if you have not already. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Think you're bad,